Hi all, and welcome back to the channel. This is HT's dad, and this is another Raid Shadow Legends video. Well, we did it. We finally made this comp work on stage 15. Not quite sure if it is 100% at this point, but primarily what I did was went through and min-maxed the cold heart with the 3-star blessing. Added about 400,000 to her damage output. I also added some defense and HP to Emic without changing his speed, because the speeds are very specific for this comp. But if you have Emic and a couple of Pinkeepers and a couple of Cold Hearts laying around, you can make this work. But let's go through a run, see if it works the second time around, and then I'll walk you through the comp and shout out to Scratch. I'll try to remember to link his video that I watched to get this to work. And as you can see, ultimately I was able to get it to work. A little bit frustrating because it took me a lot of tinkering to get it to get this far, but ultimately it did work. And like I said, shout out to Scratch, and one of his, I think, Discord members or guild or clan members or something. But again, I'll try to link that video below. Well, let's go ahead and see. It took us about a minute and a half, so let's replay this, see if we can repeat the success we had. Still a lot that could be done here. I mean, if I had blessings on the other Cold Heart, blessings on one or both of the Painkeepers, because the Painkeepers literally do no damage, less than 20,000 each. It's less than 15,000 each. But basically it's Emic making us all unkillable, putting the taunt out, Pinkeepers decreasing the cooldowns on the Cold Hearts, and the Cold Hearts using the Heart Seeker. But we'll go through all of that here in a moment. I think that I believe now that it's worked, it'll be pretty reliable. You will probably see here in a second that Emic will go down. I think that's typically what has happened, but the last 2 Heart Seekers are enough to. Well, maybe Emic's going to make it through this time. Okay, so that's better than last time. And oh, there he went. But now we get a last Heart Seeker in, and down goes the boss. So pretty cool. My Emic doesn't have regen or well, I guess I'll show you the builds here in a second. Anyway, really stoked about this. Let's go take a look at the builds, talk about the speeds, and there you have it, a composition with no Geomancer for Iron Twins 15, and specific requirements, but 1 legendary and 4 rares. I guess you can't really beat that too bad. We'll start off with Emic. He is booked. He does have Brimstone. It's only a 1 star. If he had even a 2 star would give him 5,000 more hit points, and he'd do a little bit more damage. And obviously, if you get the higher level awakening bonuses, it only goes up from there. Would have to rework his armor if I got all the way to the 6 star, but it's not really important here because he's sitting on a 1 star Brimstone. I'm not even sure it landed. I'd have to go back and look, but I'm not sure that it did. Masteries, he is obviously the offense and defense trees, going down to War Master on the tier 6. Very important. Speed needs to be 272 exactly. Go to total stats. I do have him at about. I raised him up about 5,000 or 6,000 HP by just enchanting the artifacts, that sort of thing. 2.3k defense. None of this other stuff really matters, but the 272 speed is required. Go back here. This is my Cold Heart. This is the one that I've primarily been tinkering with. We'll start with total stats. Again, 235 speed on this Cold Heart. The other Cold Heart, I believe, is 234. They have to be just slower than the Pain Keepers. 30k HP, 3000, 3100 attack, 70 crit rate, because that's all you need for Heartseeker, 257% crit damage. This is what I primarily had to increase, and that went up about 40% if I recall correctly. I'll show you how I did that. Have her in 2 sets of perception and then a broken set, just to get the stats. As I said, the one of them needs to be 235, the other 234. I did. I'm very happy for the Chaos Dust, right? Which is why I need to figure out how to farm 25 of Sand Devil. That'll be one of my next projects. But I was able to use the dust that they gave us and re-roll this piece. I actually got lucky, and on my first re-roll, I picked up the critical damage, which took these, all the way up to 100% just for these gloves, which, I mean, you literally can't beat that. So that was 20% that I added. I did add some, I believe I added maybe a few glyphs, although it doesn't really look like it. Did I? Yeah, maybe I added the attack glyphs there. I don't recall exactly, but the other primary change was on the masteries. You can see I have, I've only got the offense tree because none of this really matters, but I did have her going down to War Master, and then I re-listened to the Scratch video for probably the 20th time, and he even says on there, don't have War Master because it could cause problems. Well, I don't know that it was necessarily causing me problems, but I certainly needed to come down here to Flawless Execution and get the extra 20% crit damage, because that's definitely what put me over the top. Look at the other Cold Heart, which again, level 50. The only thing that really matters on this Cold Heart is the speed. The first one I showed you was 235. This one's 234. See, all of these stats are lower. Obviously, if I had needed to, I was going to 6-star this one as well and go to Flawless Execution. I don't think that I have. Do I have crit damage gloves on her? I do. So I could do the same type of thing here. I don't know that. Do I have? Oh, here. So I still have Chaos Dust. So I could have done it. I still could do it. I don't know that. I mean, these gloves are pretty good. So potentially sometime down the road I might do that, but not a priority at this point. Now that we've been able we'll be able to farm stage 15. Again, like I said, the only thing that's really important here is to try and, or you have to have the speed at 234, 70% crit rate, as much crit damage and attack as you can get. Because clearly and the important thing about this is you do not want this cooldown on the Heartseeker. You want the first Cold Heart to do their Heartseeker, and then so you want that one on a 4-turn, and you want this one on a 5-turn, just to kind of spread out the damage a little bit. For the timing, it works better. As you can see, don't even have the masteries complete at all on this, but the plan would be to go here and did again down a Flawless Execution. That's it on that. The Pain Keepers, you can see not much in the way of masteries. They're there to do one job, which is this, decrease the cooldown. These, at least the A3 has to be booked on both of them. Speeds are required to be 237, and the other one 236. And really, nothing else matters here. Kind of build them however you want, but speed is the only thing that matters. And that's pretty much it. I think I'm gonna run it again on the way out the door. And thanks again to Scratch for helping me figure out a comp that could work with my account that is meta epic cursed, I guess. So the way I'll put that. Go back over here. Grab this again. I'd love to actually get some essences. That'd be beautiful. Yeah, let's kick it off. We're 2 for 2. See if we can be 3 for 3. And if I were to 6-star and ascend those crit damage gauntlets on this cold art, I'm assuming that that Emic wouldn't die. I haven't looked into exactly why he's dying. Maybe I'll go back and look at this video after the fact and see what exactly leads up to that. But the timing is so supposed to be such that that doesn't happen. But it's pretty routinely happened on even when I was doing the 13 and 14s, which I could get through with this team before today. Ooh, might not make it through this time. Nope. So there you go. It is not 100%. That's what we have learned at the end of this. Anyway, I'm not too upset about it. I'm going to run it again after I close out this video and probably run the rest of my keys. If I end up failing a couple more times, I will probably at least try to send those gauntlets and get the roll that I want. But anyway, that is that. I don't want to leave on that screen because that's kind of depressing, but I'm going to kick this off again and then say if you like the content, subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment on the video, let me know what you think. Let me know if you tried to build this or if you have other comps that work without Geomancer. It's kind of depressing that a lot of this content is somewhat held captive by Geomancer, or in the case of Sand Devil, Godseeker and Eerie. But it is what it is. I guess Mother Cybele you can use on Sand Devil as well. But anyway, I'll leave it there. Hope everyone has a great night. And like I said, if you enjoyed the content, like, subscribe, comment, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.